The Igbos have a proverb. They say that when you find a pregnant goat, or any goat for that matter, dead in the yam barn, it did not die of hunger. You need me to repeat that? Don't worry. When you find a goat dead in the yam barn, you know those yam barn that you build with bamboo and you see plenty of yam decorating the walls? That goat did not die of hunger. Something else killed him. We are not poor. When we were starting this interview, you asked a question about Nigeria. Something led me to describe this country to you. Ours is a rich land. Our soils are good enough to produce everything we need to eat, drink, anything we want for sustenance and good lives. It's already in our soil. We are poor by design because those who ruin this country and who are ruining the Nigerian victims, their hold on power is strengthened by the poverty of the people. A poor man's mind, an hungry man's mind is focused on survival. He's thinking about what to eat. He's thinking about what to drink. He's thinking about how to pay his house rent if he has a house. He's thinking of where to sleep if he's only walking the streets. He's thinking about his security. She's thinking, how do I sleep tonight without getting raped where I'm going to have to manage to sleep? She's thinking, how do I feed my children? The Nigerian is deliberately made to focus on survival so that he does not begin to query the simple suggestions they give him in place of answer. A man who is dependent on the grace of his political master to eat is not likely to query the wisdom of the political master who tells him that his neighbor and best friend is his enemy. So, you find that the Nigerian state deliberately weaponized poverty against its people. Even if you look at the palliative system, it gives you an idea of the weaponization of poverty that is endemic in Nigeria. You're going around, you'll be seeing several videos of palliatives being shared. Nigerians reduced to animals. Scooping rice with sand, and we are not declared to be at war yet. You see Nigerians scooping food, hot food, off boiling pots, reduced to animals. In a country where people are flying private jets all over the place. Reduced. You see young men reduced to beggars.
So in essence, the leadership.
It is leadership. It is the system, the governance system. And please stop using the word leadership. Just say ruiners. Look, if you want to be kind to Nigerian ruiners, call them rulers. Rulers are fixed in the moment. It's always about holding on to power. It's about maintaining hold on power. Those are rulers. Their job is to maintain themselves in power. And that's what Nigerian ruiners are. You can't call them leaders. Leaders see a destination in their mind. When they close their eyes, they can see destinations and they lead people in the direction of their vision. What is the vision governing anybody in Nigeria? None. We're sitting down conceiving of a new road project. By the time you are done conceiving, you find that even the concept is already outdated and obsolete. You are building rail lines that are only fit for the 1960s and 1950s. You are building them in the 2020s. Everywhere else in the world, when they are conceiving rail lines, they are thinking of something futuristic that will take you from point A to point B in record time, and then they crow about it. The complete lack of vision, the lack of ambition that governs Nigeria is there for everybody to see. In fact, it's even a good thing that you mentioned it. In Do Not Die in Their War, there is a chapter there, Aremu the Lion Cub. If you read that chapter, you will find the story I told of Obasanjo Presidential Library, where Obasanjo was gifted a lion cub and he built an enclosure for the lion. So a lion is being kept in an enclosure that cannot or should not even be the space to hold a dog, and that lion cannot even be taken for walks. It looked like a emaciated boar bull the first sight I heard of it. That is the kind of vision governing Nigeria. They can't see beyond the minute. The man, and that's the man, give it to him. Obasanjo remains the best of the lot that has governed this country, and yet the very best of the lot that has governed Nigeria, the extent of his vision when he was given a lion cub was to build an enclosure there is no more than about 3 by 3 square meter for a lion. Who is going to walk that lion? How is that lion going to get any exercise? Inside the concrete cage. That is the vision governing Nigeria. They cannot see beyond the moment. Pimpish imagination, all of them. What have they built? What do you see in Nigeria that is futuristic outside of their greed?
But the realness doesn't stop you from, use your words, the realness doesn't stop you from opening business, getting clients, getting customers, or doing what you need to do as an entrepreneur to build it.
You see, that is the error right there. Let me take on the toga of the entrepreneur now. Sometimes you don't even have power for days at a time. You're running a business and it is your job to provide energy supply, power supply to your own business. Are you a power company or a tailor? Are you an hairdresser or a power company? And then you have to go and buy petrol at that outrageous amount to fuel your generator. Am I a power company? Is that not part of what the government should do? I have Megad permanently. Look, the failure of governance, when I tell you that the poverty is systemic and is deliberate, it sounds highfalutin. We are supposed to be a capitalist country, are we? Or are we communist? We are capitalists. What is the meaning of capitalism? It means that capital is present in the place. You have access to credit. Where is the access to credit in Nigeria? There is no Nigerian bank today that can offer you a loan for less than 20-something%. What business are you going to do at 20-something% that you can pay the bank? What business? What are you going to do unless you are trading? Since when did trading become a productive part of our economy? How many people can you employ in a trading business? Manufacturing is the backbone of any economy. You have to have a manufacturing base. Even if it's an agric economy base, you will still have to find a way to work in there. Where is the capital? Where is power? Where are the infrastructures? Where are they?
Well, in the same system, we have those that made it, that created wealth.
What kind of wealth are they creating? Gambling, Bet Naija, Screw Naija, Gamble Naija.
Successful entrepreneurs.
Like which one? Like Dangote, monopolists. Who create monopolists like the one that they were busy? Oh, okay, yes, with his new refinery, have you? Very beautiful refinery, churning out millions of barrels of petrol every day. Buhari went and commissioned it, and we were afflicted by life proceedings for hours on end on the day in question. We are a nation of liars. They have created rent seekers who make money from the putrefied system. They erect toll gates based on monopolies. So they make money, and then you're pointing at them as though that is available to everybody else. Look, young people have been reduced to gamblers, prostitutes, Uber drivers. You know how many graduates are driving Uber in Lagos and everywhere else? Because it's about the only way they can become self-employed without being dependent on the system for their livelihood. The easiest way to become self-employed in Lagos is to be able to buy a Corolla. So you buy a Corolla, you become a Uber driver. And then you have to start dealing with the madness of the Nigerian police and all the multiple checkpoints that the state has created to fleece you even more. If it was so nice, if the opportunities were so available, why would everybody be running away? The best and brightest of this country are running every day. They are not migrating, they are fleeing.